G'day legends and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to head down to the studio because I have a product I want to share with you that I could not get whilst I was in Australia. Now that I'm here in Austria, I finally got my hands on it to put it to the test. What am I talking about? Well, it's Carrera Hybrid. So stick around and let's check out Carrera Hybrid together. So what is Carrera Hybrid? Well, it's one of Carrera's latest products. In a nutshell, it's an RC car driven by your mobile phone via the app that you download from the front of the box. Inside, you've got some track to build multiple race tracks. You've got these beautiful Porsches at 1 to 50 scale. You have got two of those, yellow and green, and of course, track and a charger lead. So enough talking, let's crack it open and see what we're getting inside, and I cannot wait to take a closer look at the Porsches. So I wanted to stop the video just to show you how beautiful this box is. Now normally I do the unboxing, I do a voiceover and talk over it, but as soon as I opened up the box, I couldn't believe how good it looked. Now we've got the two Porsches racing here, we've got the Carrera Hybrid, but it's very premium. You've got all your track layouts on top, that's your track pack, and then you got your two Porsches just sitting there. You got the orange one, which is speed yellow, speed yellow, and you got the acid green, and I'm guessing that's where the power supply is. So I wanted to stop the video just to quickly show you how beautiful this box is. But now let's get back into it. Yes, Trav, that is enough talking. So let's crack on with it. Let's remove the track pack. Here are the two cars. We will take a closer look in a tick. And also, I thought this was the power supply, but it's just an empty divider box. Remember, these are powered by USB. Inside the track pack, you get one start finish straight and four standard straights. These are 25 centimeters by 43.3 centimeters. You get 8 right radiuses and 2 left radiuses, which are 37.5 centimeters, and all track pieces are lettered and named, so you know what you're using, because it will matter when you are putting the track together, which I'll show you very soon. And before we take a close look at the car and the track, here's your chance to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button, the thumbs up and the bell icon, because it really does help out. But let's get back to the show. Let's take a close look at the Carrera Hybrid 150 scale Porsche, but before we do, let's have a look at the box art. I'm a huge fan of box art. You are paying for this stuff, so you want it to look good, and they've done a cracking job. There is your Porsche 911 GT3R Speed Yellow. Yes, it's officially licensed by Porsche. It looks cool as, but let's take a look at the car itself. Now, I'm going to be a bit biased here. I'm a huge Porsche fan, so anything Porsche related, I'm a big fan of. 150 in scale, it's not sort of your normal scale. Of course, we've got 143, 164, 132, and so on. So 150 is a bit of a unique scale, but I think it works well with these smaller RC cars. Around to the back, we've got a removable rear spoiler, which clicks in and out, and you've got some detail here on that twin exhaust, which is pretty well detailed. Down to the GT3R logo on the back, that is cool. Around to the front, let's take a look at this Porsche logo. We did say it's officially licensed, there it is. Onto the side, this one's got the black rims with the silver lip, and underneath you'll see your USB-C charge port, and I believe that is your sensor for some of the AI trickery that we're going to try and test out today. So that is the yellow one. Let's check out the green. So let's check out our second car, the Porsche 911 GT3R Acid Green, my favorite color out of the two. Before we do, let's give props again to the box, and I've kept this one together to show you what it looks like inside. You have this little rear wheel divider spacer. I will show you what that does during the video, and inside you also get your USB-C charger to charge the onboard battery that's inside the car. Now talking about the car, let's have a look, and it is different to the yellow one. The yellow one had stripes. We'll put them side by side in the tick. Got the same black rims, but I think it looks good. Now, green is my favorite. Let me know in the comments which one is yours. The same removable rear spoiler. Let's flip it upside down. We've still got the charge port and of course our fancy little sensor. And putting them side by side, you can see the difference with the racing stripe. Now, I did choose the green. Do you like the yellow? Let me know. Let's take a quick look at the track pieces themselves. Then we're going to have a look at the app, and then we'll set up a track. So let's take a close look at one of the track pieces. We're using the start finish line here, and I've got to leave my hand in front of it because as soon as I remove it, the camera goes nuts because of this matte black finish. So as you can see, compared to my hand, it is quite big. Take note of the blue and red arrows because they'll be very important in a tick, but I do want to show you the size of the track compared to the cars. And as you can see, 2 cars fit easily on the width of this track because with this system, you can run up to 30 of these guys at once. So you do need a decent sized track. So let's remove those. And now let's talk about the actual piece itself. It is very flexible. I believe it's a style of plastic, and the flexibility allows you to make a style of ramp or a hill, and these cars will drive up and down it, which is really cool to see. Now let's talk about the arrows because this is very important. I'm going to bring in a corner here and we have to line up and making sure that the red and blue do line up. You click them underneath each other, lift up and they snap together. And as you can see, I've gone blue and red together. The reason I've done that because if you do it the other way, let's spin it around, you'll find that the tabs won't line up. So you aren't allowed to put them together. And I'm guessing with the colors for the AI, if you've got red and blue mixed up, the cars will probably not know what they're doing. So there we have it. There's the track pieces. Let's have a quick look at the app and then we're going to go racing. If you do want to see a full video of the app, let me know in the comments. I will give you a quick run through now. It's quite extensive and very impressive, so let me know in the comments if you do want it. But let's hit a couple of key points. You will need a QR scanner on your phone to scan the barcode and or go to the Play Store or your Apple Store to download the Carrera Hybrid app, because you'll be driving the car with your phone. The app itself looks very impressive. It has full noise, and of course, you'll be driving your car with the app. Not only that, you can store your cars in the app itself, and you can store your track pieces and track designs. Again, if you want to see a full feature of the app, which I do recommend it is quite extensive and cool, we will do that. But once we are driving, I will try and put the app up on the side, showing you what I'm doing whilst I'm driving the car. So one more important thing I want to show you before we get these cars on track is how do you turn them on? Because underneath you'll see that there is no button and there's nowhere to press on the car. You simply grab the car, pull it back a fair distance until it starts like so, the lights are on, and then you can pair it to your app, which is inside the phone, and go driving. So now it is time to go for a race. So let's build ourselves a hybrid track. Firstly, we need to move my slot car track, and the track that we are building today is part of the career mode on the app itself, and we're going to build the very first track. There's 2 reasons I like this. Firstly, every time you do a career mode race, if you beat the objectives, you unlock some upgrades for your vehicle, of course digitally, and it makes you build every single track that's available with the track pieces that you have in the set. Pretty cool. So now that we've got level 1 career mode done, let's put it to the test. So before we can drive the car, we have to map out the track, and this is done all by itself. It's automated, and you'll see in the top right hand corner, it is going to map out the track on the app so the car knows where to go. This is a pretty cool feature. So let's put the track to the test, and I'm going to talk you through a couple of these laps to let you know what is exactly happening. Top right hand corner we have the app, and you probably saw the car take off very slowly. It is actually simulating gear changes, and you'll see that we're mostly sticking in 3rd and 4th gear. I like that, and you'll see and hear when it changes gears that the car kind of jolts a little bit. I've set this to realistic mode to simulate a real car taking off and slowing down. I think it does a good job, and you can also hear that beautiful Porsche engine in the background, and having good quality sound coming out of the app I think makes it feel more realistic. And if you are wondering how am I driving the car right now, well, I am still using my phone. My right thumb on the screen is the accelerator and my left thumb on the screen is the brake, and if you drag that up and down you'll get different levels of brake and speed, and also tilting left and right on the screen is how I'm steering the car. So we have 30 laps to get through. Let's speed up this vision because I still got something to show you that I was quite surprised, and I think you want to stick around to see it. So I've just finished doing the level 1 career mode, which unlocked nitrous on this, which I'm a little bit speechless. It's like a video game. The sounds are really cool, but then you see that I've got a controller. And the reason I've got a controller, because I'm going to try and take you through the settings and show you what I found. So in the settings, I don't want to ruin every surprise because I really recommend people try this, but go into the settings, you can go from realistic, which I believe is your gear changing mode, to fast, which will be just like an RC car. And then you've got normal, low, high driver assist. I've got it on minimal. You've got realistic tire wear, which I've put on. Then we go through English, sound, etc. And then I came to gamepad, and I actually went through. So you can use the screen as a joystick or the tilt like I was in the original race, or you can wirelessly connect via Bluetooth a gamepad, which is what I have done. So now, the next time you see this car going around, I'm going to be using my gamepad. I do want to apologize for the lighting. We do have lighting in here, which is why this screen is a little bit light, but it's very simple. But if you do get stuck in this app, go to tutorials, scroll through it, and they'll take you to a YouTube video of how to do it all. Really informative. So now I'm going to close all this up, get back into the drive mode, go to on track, and I think we're going to put this little guy around the track with this. So we are ready to rock and roll. I've got my other phone on a tripod, which is allowing me to use this as an interface, and I've got my controller. I'm going to give it a rev. So we're revving the car. Now I'm going to show you something in a tip, but first let's take it for a drive. Now it's going to go through the gears. I've actually changed the gearbox because we unlocked that to be a quicker gearbox. So we're going to drive around, and I'm using my controller like a video game. Letting go of the accelerator, press the brakes, accelerator. Oh, nice and sharp. You can change your steering angle, but I'm going to come into this straight here because I want to show you something really cool. Now firstly, you've got different buttons you can use, but you are using brake and accelerator like your normal video game. But if you hold in this little sucker here and give it a rev, we are actually about to do a launch start. So you ready? Oh, this is incredible. So I'm going to go nice and slow because it is quite tricky. And if you press that same button that I had, oh, we're off track, get back on there, you cheater. If we press the same button as the launch, bit of nos. Oh! Oh! Now my booster's refilling up. Let's go. Oh! Now let's pull it up at the start. And you can hear the boost filling up. And I'm going to hold it again and listen to the engine noise. One more lap. And there we go. We are playing with a control pad. What? So that's a wrap on my first look at Carrera Hybrid. And there's a couple of things I want to discuss before we end the video. Firstly, a massive thank you to Carrera. They did send this for review. I am not being paid for my review or for my words. And they did send it to me because they knew whilst I was in Australia, I really wanted to test out this product. And I'm glad they sent it to me, so thank you to Carrera. Secondly, it's not the first time that this has been done. A lot of the discussions online is it's a gimmick, it's been redone before. We've got brands like Hot Wheels AI, you've got Real Effects, and probably the closest to this was Anki Overdrive. But I've got to admit, that's where the similarities kind of stop. So is it a new idea? Definitely not. Is it the right time for this idea? I think it is. Everyone has their own iPhone or iPad, and that's what you kind of need to use for this, or an Android phone. I think now is the right time. But what changes this from the rest of them? The app. The quality of the app was incredible. The sound coming out of it made me think I was driving a Porsche. Also using my control pad, driving the car around whilst it's changing its own gears and it's jolting, launch control, unlocking upgrades when you do the career mode. It's immersive. It's exactly what this product should have been 10 years ago, but I think now the time is right. Secondly, real world cars. That's what we want to see. We want to see real world cars, and there is more coming. Of course, check out the 2025 catalog from Carrera. So they are investing in this product. it is good. I could have made this video a lot longer, especially the app. I keep saying app. The app is really good. It's very in-depth. If you want to see a video on that, I will. We can probably do a video on doing the whole career mode. It is like a video game. You have to build every track that's on the box to compete and complete the career mode to unlock everything in your vehicle. That is really cool. The playability is what I want to see. And at the time of recording, I believe it's only available still in Europe. We do need to see this go worldwide. Having 30 of these cars on track at once, I think will be amazing. And of course, I've only made a very small track. The tracks in here do get bigger and you can get add-ons. But that is a wrap. If you want to see some more videos on the app, the cars, etc., or maybe we do some track builds, let me know. But Carrera, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. Do I recommend it? I think it's pretty good. So there we have it, my final thoughts on the Carrera Hybrid system. Let me know if you have tried it at home or if you're going to get one. But as always, at that SLOTCAR guy on Instagram, YouTube, and all those great places. Be safe, take care. I'm out of here. Bye.